Hello everyone, I hope you're all well today. I'm Tanya from Love Goddess Tarot and I'm coming to you today with a reading to find out what is going on in the person you're thinking about's head. What's going on in their head? What are they thinking? What's happening? This is really good for those of you who are either in no contact, who are having a pause or not understanding the communication that is perhaps somewhat distant right now. Perhaps the person in your mind is causing you confusion. And there's a sense here that even those of you who are looking for love, that this could relate to you in some way. So I always say these general readings, take what resonates and let the rest go. So let's ask Spirit, for the viewers, what do we need to know about what's going on in their head? Okay, let's have a look. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, they're jumping today. We're having quite a lot of jumping cards coming out. Also, especially now that we're in January, there's just been a really big shift happening for all of us that's really helping us get deeper into our needs and wants, and really understanding ourselves more and being more authentically who we are at the core. And so this is what is going on. So if you've been feeling the energy is being quite heavy or intense, then you're on track with that. It's very possibly to do with this big shift we're going through. It's bringing up all of the things we need to understand about ourselves. It brings us up to light so that we can clear what we no longer need, so we can become better versions of ourselves and raise our vibration so we can attract in the right kind of loving partner that we seek. And if you are still hung up on someone, or there's someone that's confusing you and you'd like to know more about what is happening with them, then perhaps this reading will help you with that. So the overall energy of the reading is that there's definitely some sort of clearing going on. Whenever the Three of Swords comes up, it really is about heartache. It is about old patterns. It's about conflict. And it's often beyond what you think is going on. So a lot of times you may blame yourself for things not working or things going wrong, or you thinking, am I constantly stuck in the same pattern? Well, patterns come up to be cleared, and right now your person is stuck in some kind of pattern. There's a feeling of being triggered. There's a feeling of old emotional wounds coming to the surface. And for some of you, this person is emotionally unavailable. In other words, they're unable to let you get closer. Perhaps this is also talking about you being emotionally unavailable on some level. And so there may be a lot of mirroring going on right now. Now, this emotional unavailability, you have to look at this and you have to ask yourself, well, what am I actually feeling attracted to? Because when there is a lot of pain and heartache that comes up in a connection, you have to ask yourself what it is that you're chasing. Are you chasing approval? Are you chasing a need to be validated? Are you chasing a need to be seen and heard, and that your emotions are actually valid and you want this validation from essentially somebody who can't give it to you? So you've got to look at what it is you're chasing. Are you chasing an illusion of the person you desire or you think you desire, and that you've projected this illusion onto this particular person, and perhaps they're unable at this stage to deliver on your desires? So is it perhaps not a good idea to step back and to have a look at what this pattern is all about? There's always a deep understanding and learning in these things when we step back and look at it from a bigger point of view. If you're alone, if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling that love just doesn't come for you, this can all have to do with the subconscious heart patterns, love patterns that play out for you. Perhaps there's a sense that love is hard, and you've got to work for it, that you're not valued, that you're not valuable or worthy of love because you've never had it in a healthy way. Well, the wonderful thing about 2024 is that despite patterns coming up, they're coming up and they're being illuminated with loads of light. And so you and the person that you're thinking about are currently in a place where healing is happening. And so perhaps it's also about not placing projections onto this person and really looking at, is it perhaps that you're chasing love more so than this person that you feel so connected to? If you're chasing love and you're not getting it, this can be a very seductive pull because it's an old pattern. It's like the carrot dangled in front of the donkey. You know, the donkey will follow that carrot but never quite get it. And sometimes in love, these are the patterns that have been learnt through the caregivers, through childhood patterns, that love is hard. You need to work for it. And most likely you'll never get it. This is, of course, all an illusion. So we're moving through illusions right now. And the good news is that the best thing to do is to do nothing. For those of you who feel the need to fix, to chase, to react, there's a lot of anger for some of you, and you may want to react. Yeah, the sense is don't do it. There's a reason why you're in separation. There's a reason why there's a need right now to be alone. Even for those of you who are waiting for a new relationship, this is a time of healing and looking really, really closely at all your relationship patterns of the past. It's a good time to reflect and review right now. The good news is that things are going to move forward and there's a much better period coming in, and it quite interestingly coincides with the current planetary aspects and this current shift we've just gone through. We're heading into much calmer waters. So if you can hold out, don't reach out, give your person some space, there is going to be a much calmer time and there will be news coming towards you. And the sense is that at the moment, it is time to really pause and reflect. As you can see here, your person is in the process of having to figure out some things. Yes, there's a new opportunity here being offered, perhaps with you. For some of you, you're in a deeply reflective space and may not see this new opportunity that is waiting for you. But whatever it is, the most important thing to realize is that this is temporary. Use this week to reflect, to journal, to not focus obsessively on the person you're thinking about. They are in their own little cave. They are sitting in their little cocoon and they're not happy. They're feeling rather dejected, rejected, and rather they're not content. Their energies feel disturbed right now. Perhaps it has to do with you not being around, but the big key here is do not reach out and make contact. Right now, use this time to really do things for yourself. Make sure that each day is a happy one. There's so much to be grateful for. There's so much happiness afloat. It's just a change in your perspective. Leave your person. They're feeling really sorry for themselves. Perhaps you've rejected them. Perhaps you've had an argument. But be that as it may, this to me is a pattern, and it's a pattern you don't want to keep repeating. That much I can see. And so in the space of this week, there's definitely a lot of new things flowing in for you lovely folks. And it's an exciting time. So something new is coming in, even though things with your person may be on hold. You are finding new areas of interest. Perhaps this is a new person that is coming in. Perhaps it's just attention. Perhaps it's praise and recognition, either from yourself or others, and you suddenly think, hey, I'm really pretty cool. And it feels like something good is happening that's making you smile. Perhaps you're getting some good news about other areas in your life. Whatever it is, this is not a week to be sad. This is a week to be happy. Yes. Spirit is saying there are delays. This pause for your person is simply so that they have time to really reflect on their behaviors and their patterns. And believe me, they're very aware that on some level they're emotionally unavailable. And they're doing a lot of deep thinking around this. So your person is in a holding pattern at the moment. Your person is sitting alone. They may even not be very extroverted this week. They may be feeling like they need to hide out, be in their cocoon, in their cave. For some of you, your person is dealing with a health issue. They may not be feeling so great. For some of you, it's an emotional pain they're dealing with. And they're also being confronted and faced with how their behavior has affected you. They're feeling guilty. They're feeling bad. They're realizing and recognizing on some deeper level that they haven't treated you fairly. And so this is necessary for you to stay away, to let them be in this space. Now, you are, despite everything, you are in a very good cycle for love this year. You have a lot of possibilities coming in, but currently you might be feeling a little bit directionless, not sure which way to go. And so everything is telling me that right now a pause is the best thing to do. You're being held back by Spirit. This is actually so that you have a chance to review what it is you need, what it is you want. Your person is currently needing to deal with some issues in their own life. And you are in a very good pattern, and I see you being extremely happy with something that happens for you this week. I feel like for them, there's like a sense that they don't know what to do right now. It feels as if they're going through a transformational period. For me, when the death card comes up, there's almost always something that needs to go. Now, this is for your person having to shift out of this current space they find themselves in, which to me also looks like they've really been resisting this change for a long time. And so there's something that they've got to let go of. And there's a stubbornness, there's a resistance around it, and it is on the emotional realm. It's coming through to do with the emotional realm. And for me, it feels like they're needing to let go of something or someone in their past that has hurt them. They've been carrying this around in their heart. And without letting this go or putting this baggage down, they can't actually move on. And this could also be the cause why they've been emotionally unavailable. So there's a transformation happening here. And what's coming up for them is grief and being alone. And as you can see, they are alone. So again, they're back in their cave. They're hiding out. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They're feeling guilty. And what is good about this is that they are alone to deal with what is lost, but they're also not seeing the opportunities that still exist for fulfillment because of their space of mind, because where they're at with their mind. And so this has to balance out, and their thoughts are about you in this. They are thinking about you. They're recognizing and realizing that somewhere along the line they have to make some changes. They're realizing that they'll lose you if they don't step up, if they haven't lost you already. This could be the grief and belief that they've lost you and there's no hope. So this is all a mindset, okay? This is not the way it will stay. There is the Wheel of Fortune, which is giving all of this a lot of hope. There's also the Temperance card, which is saying that balance will be restored. They're going to find their inner balance. And once they've worked through these emotions, they've worked through this trigger that might have come about through you. You know, I see that you both have triggered each other to grow. And, you know, this is a relationship that has the soulmate, karmic. Even for some of you, it's a wound mate, someone coming in to clear the way for you so that, you know, your next person that you meet as the the one that will give you everything you seek, because you're going to have such a new sense of self and what it is you deserve and want. It's restoring your beliefs in yourself. Yes, your person is wounded. Your person is feeling afraid. They're scared to reach out right now. They don't trust themselves. They feel also downtrodden. They feel like they've had a lot of it feels like a lot of heavy energy that they've been carrying around, and they feel wounded. They feel wounded, and there are powerful lessons. And this to me also is karmic. Your relationship is going through a karmic pattern, a karmic lesson, and the Hierophant always brings in this karmic element. But they're going to reach out to you. There's news of an offer, so let them reach out to you. They're going to apologize. There's something that's coming here. There's an invite and an apology, and they want to extend an offer. They want to try again. I'm hearing for some of you, especially those of you who are hoping, this is a reconciliation. They want to try again. They want to work this out with you. For others who've closed the door on this chapter, you are coming through. You will hear from this person, but you may choose to not accept the offer. That's where the free will comes in. But there is an offer nonetheless. There is an apology. For a lot of you, there's an apology, and there's a sense of, through the Tower card, everything changing. So some of you might have decided, hey, I'm walking away from this. But through this offer and this apology, it comes in and it changes everything. So it's sudden. This comes out of the blue. It changes everything. It forces you to reassess everything that has happened. They're seeing you as somebody they want in their life, the stability, your intuition, your harmony that you bring in, your balance that you bring in to this situation with them. They want more of this in their life. And they're coming in to some extent, this apology is pretty much, I expect some of you don't expect this apology, and it kind of blows you out of the water. But you're also going, they're telling you all these nice things, but you're also going, can I really trust this? There's some trust issues around this. So when I see this, I sort of just go slowly. You want to know that there's consistency in their actions rather than their words. As I said before, this is a relationship pattern that has played out for you and this person possibly already a few times. So there's a sense that this trust issue may emerge around this. You don't trust what they're offering and what they're saying. So time will tell. Time will certainly tell if what they're bringing to the table is sincere. Let's ask, is it sincere? Well, it's definitely been a battle. It's coming through that they've been through an inner battle, and they're not feeling particularly great. And there is the sense that because of the Lovers, because this is a divinely inspired union, no matter what they're doing here, is they're coming back to this. They're coming back to this to make right. They see this. They're going to recognize your union. They're going to recognize what they haven't seen in this before. And of course, for those of you who've decided to shut the door and not accept an offer, you will meet your soulmate partner. And that comes in kind of pretty quickly. And yeah, it's still a lot of confusion though. Things are not going to be clear for a while. And this could also be all these things that are coming up. There's always the mirroring when there is an emotional pattern that is being cleared. There's always a mirroring. So it will come up in you as well. And you may not feel so 100% as if you know what you want. For some of you, you're torn between two people. It's a difficult decision that you can't just make. And so the sense on this is that you may just decide to take a step back. You're going to have to do a lot of reassessing in your situation. But this emotional unavailability is something that needs to be dealt with because you don't want to go into this. Universe is saying it's perfect timing for this to all occur. So you may find yourself making new choices, deciding on new things, getting really clear around what you want. And this is all good stuff. Be assertive. You know, stand up for what you want. Stand up for your values. Stand up for who you are. You're awesome. And you're a package deal. Anyone that will get you is lucky to have you. You know, be assertive. You hold the key to this. It's you. You hold the key to your power. For some of you, it's unlikely that you're going to continue your union with the person on your mind. It's a choice. Some of you are moving to the new relationship that is waiting in the wings. I feel it like comes in, everything suddenly changes. Some of you may decide to go within. Meditation brings you the answers you seek. Some of you might still be in two minds about your person, and you'll be going like, which way do I turn? What do I choose here? You might be undecided. For some of you, it's not the right time yet to make a decision. More needs to play out. More information needs to come to light before you can. But most of all, it's your belief. If you believe, you have the power to create the love that you want. So for some of you, you're moving on to someone new. The Lover's card, beautiful soulmate connection, real strong attraction and chemistry, moving together in the same direction. For others, you've got this other person kind of sitting in the past, really coming in and trying very hard to win you back. Some of you are going to be caught up between these two things. Expect an apology. However, for some of you, you may not feel it's sincere enough. This could be sort of an extended time, but it is temporary. And I do feel like that things are going to start moving in a direction that this pattern will finally be over. And for some of you, you are with your soulmate. You are working through these patterns with your soulmate twin flame connection in order to be able to have the kind of relationship you desire. And you've chosen to do this together. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading today. If you have, please do like and subscribe to my channel, and also leave me a message and let me know how this reading resonates for you. Hope to see you soon. Wishing you a beautiful day. Lots of love and blessings.